guys, the John McNamara, host of Runnin Vegas. We're talking local sports, business, real estate. If you guys like to see, subscribe, follow us on Runnin Vegas podcast. Today, we got special guest, Mr. Luke Cunningham in the house.
Fist bump, I guess. That's how you guys open up.
I guess so.
Let's go.
New opening. That was a nice surprise. Thank you, Rick.
How's it going, everybody?
So, Mr. Luke.
Yes.
You're back on.
I'm back on. Second time.
So what's new in your world? I think you got something big to announce today.
We do.
To the world.
There is a Nevada Dad's Tribe chapter that we just started for Clark County. Clark is a big county, so usually they break it up into counties. We're going to have to break the county into sections because what it is basically it's an app. It's a Facebook page, started as a Facebook page that turned into an app, and this is for dads and their kids to basically kind of connect, because like as a dad, you kind of are out there by yourself. And when we do two different kind of events. We do the family events, moms, kids, everybody's invited, and it's a free app, it's free events. We're trying to get sponsors to, like, as we grow, we'll have more sponsors for like water parks, amusement parks, like arcades, hopefully, stuff like that. And it's just going to drive more business to them. So it's an app for dads, not only for their families to connect, like aged children, because I have a 7-year-old, and basically it's hard finding somebody like that isn't the same things as he is into at his age. And like, I have a friend in California. I drive out there because our kids are the same age. Yeah. But I'd like somebody down the street that, him and I have some kind of connection, some interest, and our kids can go play. Because even when you go to, like, you'll find out when you become a dad, but even when you go to a park.
I'm already part of the tribe.
Are you, yeah? Part of the tribe? But when you go to a park, sometimes your kids just kind of play by themselves, especially if you have a single kid without siblings. And my son will go up and try to introduce himself, but if he doesn't get the introduction of the parents, dad to dad, and then we can introduce our kids. So it's just a way for men to connect. And then also during that, we'll have like men nights, like poker night, or you can't really do it. You could do it in Vegas, but like you'll have different kind of nights, like different. You want to go fishing together, hunting, stuff like that. Like whatever your interests are, sports. Like hockey, anything, football, it's a gathering. Yeah,
I saw that was on the app. I think it's a really cool concept because I think most men, I saw a stat like the other day, they either have one friend or zero friend. That's like 90% of men. And I imagine when you have a family, it's a lot harder to make friends. So, because you have a lot less time because you're raising your family. So what a cool concept to create relationships, and especially like you just said with your kid, somebody similar age, it was a really neat concept. I checked out the app, and there you can see everybody's location, so convenience. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, a lot of parents want safety with apps and stuff like that. And I noticed like we're not allowing anybody without kids or anything like that. This is for dads. We're not. So, and you're not having pictures of your kids really, unless you want to really share it like in social media or whatever. But you just put their age range, not their names, anything like that. It's up to you how private you want to be. But it's a great place to find dads. It's a map. It tells you where. Yeah. Even if you're traveling, maybe you're in that area, you could be like, oh, there's a dad over here playing at a park, stuff like that. So it's a great concept, and it's a great app. So
it seems like it, and I think it's cool too, because I'm not a dad yet, but I would reach out to, I'm lucky I have friends that are dads that I can talk to, but not everybody has that. Yeah. So the fact that you have that app and you can reach out to other men for advice, that's incredible, because I think also in our society, we're starting to see it shift in it, but being a man and being vulnerable is still kind of looked down on a little bit in society. So to be in a safe space like this and be a part of that tribe is pretty cool. And if we can get that information up there, so if you guys want to register and check it out, I think it's a really cool concept. Do you have any events coming up yet, or?
Well, we're like about a month in, and we're gaining members. That's our main goal. For events-wise, we're basically having discussions on football, hockey stuff, boating stuff, because summer's coming up, spring's coming up. So we're trying to get together. I'm thinking maybe like a paddleboard thing. So there's some events coming in the pipeline. Okay. Yeah, we're on it right now. It's more about getting the members so that we can basically grow. And then when we do have this event, it's just not like, intimate events are great because the dads are going to be able to connect more.
Right.
But group events, are more fun for the kids probably. But like the dads, you and I've been friends forever, and you probably, like, you're married now. I've never been married, but I have a kid. I spend my time with my kid. You spend your time with your wife. We connect every once in a while, but you know what I mean? Like, and when you're both in the same lanes, you guys are way more friends. Like, I still group chat with my friends, but not connect.
It is true. It is true, because I've even the shift being married, it's changed.
And there's tons of women's groups, and and they grow fast. And ours is about supporting men and supporting families and children. Like,
awesome. Yeah. Even if you're not a dad, send this to a dad you may know. So this is a really cool concept, and I was taking a look at it because you guys offer partnerships as well for businesses. Yeah. What type of industries that can kind of get involved?
Any industry that's mostly community for Clark County. You're able to get involved, sponsor things, maybe run some ads on there, and you can be exclusive to Clark County. So anybody in that community, as we grow it, will use you as a realtor, lawyer, roofer, any mechanic. So, and they'll trust you. It's not just about like the advertising, it's about the trust. If you're in that community, you might be a dad and you want to advertise on there, other dads are going to use you. You know what I mean? Because you can promote your business, and that way, by buying ad space, you just basically are exclusive to that. And it's all about, when it comes to sales and everything else, it's all about your center of influence. So it's another center of influence that you can use to basically grow your business, and they're going to refer you as they use you. So it's just great. I mean, dads, make a lot of the financial decisions when it comes to like their vehicles and stuff like that, like cars, roofing, anything for the house. So those kind of businesses would want to be on there. Anything for the kids too.
Yeah, I think for the events, great for networking, because I know, like myself and being in real estate, networking events are huge, and like you said, you connect on a different level. So what a great opportunity for businesses and partnerships in the future. It'd be potentially a really good pillar for somebody's business out there. So again, check that out.
Yep.
So, cool. Anything else you want to talk about it?
Just dadtribes.com.
Check
it out, dadtribes.com. Check it out. Like you said, if you have a man in your father in your life that you think would want to be part of that community, it'll be healthy for him. That's what,
Yeah. Cool. I'm excited for it. I'll send it out to my dad friends.
Let's go.
And just give you a heads up, Rick, I don't have a time up there, so you're going to have to let me know in 30 minutes. All right, let's talk a little March Madness basketball.
No?
All right, who do you got?
Crossover?
Because I know you picked UConn a couple times back in the day.
Yeah, I'm thinking, honestly, after looking at the brackets and everything else, because like I said, I spent a lot of time with my son, so I don't get to watch. He is not a very big sports guy yet.
Okay.
But he's more of a Pokemon kind of. Hey, know a lot about Pokemon. You want the Final Four of Pokemon?
He might be very smart though, because those Pokemon cards, man, he's collecting those. I mean, they're.
Oh, he's ruining them.
Yeah.
But Final Four, I am going to go with my heart and Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I'm going to go with Kansas.
Kansas?
To win it all.
I like it. I don't think a lot of people have Kansas.
I don't like.
But Big 12 was good this year.
Look, what I know about Kansas and their basketball, they live, bleed, and they're all about it. So I'm just gonna stick with that, with the heart, because I know there's better players on other teams. Like Arizona has a really good team. They're probably the most complete team right now. But
I feel like everybody's picking Arizona. To me, it's like it's not fun to like pick the best team.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, I ended up going Michigan, which is probably the second best team. So it's not saying much. But
if the Trojans were in it, I'd pick them. But
all the way. Do you have a Final Four or?
So Duke's coming out.
Duke may have lost.
Because they played.
Over here.
Is that their first?
10, so don't pick Duke.
I'm saying where they're coming out of. They're coming out of the. Do you know the bracket?
I think it's the East. Yeah, I think it's the East.
So out of the East, I was thinking, is that Kansas in that bracket?
I'm not sure.
I think Kansas might be the South.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like the brackets throw me off.
Yeah.
But everyone's picking Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and like Houston or Florida.
Yeah.
To be the Final Four, kind of. But I'm going with Kansas. But yeah, the Final Four would be whoever Kansas has to be. I think they have to beat UCLA and all those guys, so they might be in that bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say it's like Kansas versus Duke, but Duke might have lost.
Might have lost, so I don't pick Duke.
Breaking news.
So I have Michigan, Arizona, Michigan into the final, and then I have St. John in the 5th seed. They were really hot end of the year. They went 19-1. I always like picking the Big East Conference. I think that's been your philosophy too in the past.
Big East is great.
It's always an underrated conference. And I have Houston. The reason I have Houston though, because I watched a bracketology show. I didn't figure this out on my own. Is the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 are going through Houston. And that's the same bracket as Florida. Rematch, national championship game.
You go. Yeah.
So that's why I picked Houston for the upset.
That would be exciting. That would be exciting.
That'd be cool. And I'd like to see Houston and see what they can do.
No, that team, the coach there, I've read some good things about him. He rebuilt that team from the ground up and actually made them a powerhouse. So that's good.
It's crazy because someone like this guy could have been a UNLV coach too, but we'll get into that another day. But do you have a Cinderella team that
Gonzaga again? I don't know.
Gonzaga was the 3 seed. I love it.
The Zags, they're not really a Cinderella team though.
No.
Considered they used to be, right?
Yeah.
Who else is coming out? That's pretty decent. Iowa State.
Iowa State's number 2 seed.
Yeah, see.
All right, so
Cinderella's came up.
It's not a 1 seed. So Santa Clara is going to be my Cinderella team.
Okay.
I think they have like a 10th seed. Same conference as Gonzaga. Thought the WCC was pretty good this year.
Okay.
So they're my Cinderella team. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, me too. Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. This guy. Okay. Do you watch any UNLV basketball this year, or Josh Pastner?
I did not get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we feel about the Raiders this year?
I think the Raiders are going to be decent. I mean, they got the Chargers and the Broncos to deal with, but it depends on their quarterback situation. They got to figure that out. Are they going to draft? Are they going to trade the pick? I heard rumors about them trading to Baltimore again, the first pick, and trying to get Lamar. This was on, I don't even know if this is just a rumor.
Hate that.
But I would love them to sign one of the older veterans, get Carr back, draft Mendoza, have him sit, maybe Rodgers sit underneath, like Mendoza sit underneath Rodgers. One of these quarterbacks have been in the league and not just throw a rookie out there to get like destroyed for the first year.
Yeah,
If they do draft Mendoza, I think he has all the talent in the world and the heart. After that national championship game, I was blown away.
He's tough.
He's tough.
He's a nerd, but I like it. I think he owns it. That whole story of him too is just amazing. I'm fully on board the Mendoza train. I definitely don't think they should trade away this pick. He seems cerebral, like a Manning or a Brady type. So and who knows? Like we can't really quantify that. That's the thing until.
Do you think that Brady being there is enough, like, mentoring, or would you want to bring in like a veteran quarterback, sign a veteran quarterback for free agency to also like mentor?
I love the take. I totally agree with you. Get a veteran QB. If somebody, I don't know if Rodgers would work just because Rodgers wants to still be the guy, but yeah,
let him be the guy for a year.
No, I understand, but I think you go number 1 pick. Mendoza's going to play at some point this year.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
So I think you bring in a veteran like maybe, and I don't think Kirk Cousins. I like the Derek Carr one though, because he could play 6-8 weeks.
He's talking about coming back, right?
He did, and he's got high values, integrity. I think somebody who's in there every single day can show you, because Brady's not going to do that.
Yeah.
He's off, doing this business, sports, and he's killing it in life. He's not going to be able to be mentoring 24/7. But I love the take, because I did notice when watching Mendoza's tape is he's very cerebral. So when he doesn't understand the plays, and it breaks down for him, he just kind of shuts down and gets sacked and everything. I think the more time he can develop the playbook, and Clint Kubiak, I love as a head coach. I thought that was that's good awesome hire. That moves the ball around, build up the offensive line. But I agree with you.
And the defense, they built up the defense with their moves for linebackers.
That was crazy.
Which is great. And I think they added a cornerback.
Cornerback.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Stokes, and then they traded for nickel corner Johnson from Buffalo. They added Walker, Nakobe Dean, some Bulldogs back in the day that signed at linebacker. Another defensive end from the Colts. So they had just an overhaul of the defense, which is awesome because the defense needed it. And it was like, okay, cool. And they traded Max Crosby for 2 first-round picks. And one of the craziest things I've ever seen is Baltimore revoked the trade. Or however you want to say it.
He went to his physical.
Yeah, what's your take on this?
So I kind of like read what he said, and he's sitting there and he's excited. He's like, this is another chapter in my life. I was a Raider. I love the community. I wanted to be there, but this is what I have to do. And he's sitting there and he's like trying to dab the coach up and like be all excited in the meeting. And you could just tell it's off. The way he tells the story is like he just tells the room's off, and he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, well, we might want to get a couple things checked out on your knee. One of our doctors doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And as a player, if you've been injured as a player, all you're thinking about is like coming back and playing. And this is my career and my life. So I'm sure that was like devastating for him. And then to be, fly home, then be phoned and said, hey, we're not going to go through with the trade. And now you're like, okay, what's my future? I would love to stay with the Raiders. That's how he feels.
Yeah.
But for the Raiders,
do you think it was the knee, or do you think they changed their mind?
I think they changed their mind. Because it's a meniscus. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had two ACLs, meniscus. I've had surgeries. I've come back. I've snowboard, wakeboard. I was wakeboarding the other day.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old. So I think this man's going to be just fine, guys.
So you cannot play for the Baltimore Ravens.
I can't, yeah. So definitely can't. Can you rush for 1 yard in the NFL? Could you rush for 1 yard?
Oh, I would be so scared. That would be scary.
4 downs.
Oh, man. I could probably get a yard. I could probably get a yard, but it would be the worst.
I think every man thinks they can probably get a yard.
As long as they have a line. What line? Not the Raiders line off last year.
Well, yeah, not the one. So they did sign a center too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The center pickup is huge.
I think he's the top center in the league. Yeah. So that's huge. And I like that too, because that's one less thing for Mendoza. I think if you get a great center, they don't have to worry about the offensive line. So they've done a good job. I think what they're lacking is a veteran quarterback and a true number one receiver, which are kind of impossible to get unless you trade, like we saw the trade for Waddle, who I don't think he's a good receiver. I don't think he's an exceptional, and they gave up a first, third, and a fourth or something like that for Waddle.
That's rough.
So yeah, but it's very difficult to get, top tier wide receivers. But the one thing I thought was interesting of the Max Crosby thing, because did you watch his podcast by chance when he talked about it? Okay,
no.
So he talks about it. We'll watch it later.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So he goes to the building, and he gets there, nice and early. He's super excited to meet everybody. Nobody greets him.
Yeah, he did talk about it. I read that.
Right.
I was reading what probably the same thing he's
saying. And the GM doesn't come out for 5 hours, and he's doing the physical at the facility. Never comes out, waits 5 hours, and then I think you brought this up, when he dabbed him up or whatever, he looked blank in the face. So that was my big hint, because everybody's like, oh, well, they have that ability and all that. And it's like, no, this is one of the biggest trades of all time. Max Crosby is one of the best NFL players in the league. You better be at the freaking front door giving that guy a hug.
Yes.
And be like, let's go. So
bring it out.
It
was red carpet, everything.
To me, it was all off. And it's like your point too, it's a meniscus. Like you got to have some kind of.
Yeah.
Then don't make the trade. Like they changed their minds.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, because like you said, you could just tell. He could tell in the room. And the GM, if the GM's not greeting you, like,
That's a massive red flag. Like,
super red
or
flag.
you're just a terrible leader. But either way.
And I mean, this is all Baltimore's like new regime. So they're going to be looked at by players as that was one of their first mistakes, Anybody
it's interesting because they've always had a good culture, and they've always drafted well and done well in free agency. I thought it was a weird move that Baltimore did it. I liked the move at the time. I love that Max Crosby's back. I think it kind of worked out because they got that overhaul. Before he got traded, they didn't have a defense, and now they look like they potentially have a top 15, maybe worst case top 20 defense now, which helps Mendoza as well. And then he doesn't have to feel like he has to throw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns a game. Like they can stay in game, create a running game. So I think it actually all kind of worked out. And Max Crosby's an insane player. Not only is he a great pass rusher, he's one of the best run defending edge players.
Yeah, he's smart. He knows he can call the plays.
Yeah.
Like if you study a playbook of offense over a week or two, you can almost see the way they move and what the play is going to be. If you never played football, sometimes you're sitting back there as a linebacker or outside linebacker, and you're like, oh, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
The guard's going to pull right now, so I'm going to drop him and then make the tackle.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that easy, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes they confuse you. But he seems to know, what the plays are, and he's definitely studies offenses.
Yeah.
And that's one thing as a defensive player, so you can study the offense and understand it. You can make a lot more defensive plays.
He's a high character player too, and it kind of helps too. Mendoza doesn't necessarily need to be the leader of the team.
He fits in with the Raiders, man.
Right.
I don't want that guy to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, he's perfect.
Really.
So I'm glad you're back, Max. You're a big Saints fan, though. What'd you think of?
Where's a sack? You remember the Saints? I mean, look. All right. Here's the thing about the Saints.
I kind of like the Saints this offseason.
They made some good moves. They're building. I think they're still building. It's going to be a few years away. I mean, they got hit with that bounty gate, and
you're playing in the
Sean
NFC
Payton
South.
left them. I know, but
that's the worst division in football.
The Falcons are all right, even though they're our rivals, and the Buccaneers are okay. But I
think Saints are
sneaky. You think they're sneaky this year?
I
hope
love
so.
the offensive line.
Hey, trust me, a Saints party is a fun party, guys. Who dat? Let's go.
Yeah. So is there any good Saints bars in town you can recommend?
Yes, there used to be a lot. Now we're going with Lola's, always Lola's. It used to be kind of near Charleston and what's that area? This little shopping mall, the north.
I'm not sure.
She had a little shop there, but her bigger restaurant is more towards the east or the west now, northwest, and it's all great Cajun food, and she will deck out for Saints games.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, there used to be a couple more bars, but they all closed down.
Oh.
Anything where you see the Bourbon Street little casino bars, they serve like gator nuggets and stuff, but they're more like, they're owned by like a Dottie's corporation. Oh. They're not really a sports bar, but Lola's is great. I would suggest Lola's, and then anywhere else you could watch the Saints games, just take over the bar.
Yeah.
I like watching sports out at Lake Las Vegas sometimes, and there's the Speakeasy there, and it has a very New Orleans feel when you walk in. It's very old and just magical kind of voodoo kind of style.
Yeah, Lake Las Vegas is cool.
Yeah, that's a good place to go out there. Anywhere I'm on Water Street, so I could walk to all my bars and stuff. But the best bar on there to watch games is probably Goldmine.
Goldmine's great.
Sticks is great for sports, hockey mostly, but they have their TVs set up perfectly for football. And
Goldmine, the beers are cheap there.
Yeah.
It's like you can just, it's good deal. It's hard to find anywhere now.
And they have music Friday and Saturday nights too.
Yeah,
So
and they got rid of smoking too at Gold Mine as well.
No smoking.
So I know it's been kind of known for that.
And if you want to smoke, you got all the casinos. But anything on the Strip, there's some decent. I mean, everybody knows Blondie's is always good. It's always been the go-to for Vegas locals. UNLV, they're big UNLV sponsors and stuff like that. So they do their TVs up right. They play sound. They section it off. If you're a Saints fan, you're gonna sit over here. So, but Lola's, I guarantee you're gonna have a good time if you're a Saints fan or want to have that good Cajun kind of experience with their food is amazing. Etouffee is my favorite. A lot of people, are gumbo fans and stuff like that, or jambalaya fans, but Etouffee is mine. So,
all right, a lot of places to go watch Saints.
Yep.
What'd you think about the Etienne sighting? And do you know how to say Etienne's name?
Etienne.
So apparently, people
fill me in.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So Travis Etienne from the Jaguars got signed he had a big deal with the Saints, 4 years.
Okay.
So he's your new starting running back, right? Like Travis, I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah, because they need somebody.
Right.
Kamara.
It's perfect, and you have a good offensive line. Yeah, he's gonna replace Kamara. But everybody's been calling him Etienne in the league for the last 5 years. And you pronounce it Etienne.
HM.
Yeah. I guess Etienne means Stephen in, he's from Louisiana.
Is he Creole?
Yeah, I think so.
Creole.
Yeah.
So there's Creole and there's Cajun, which are a mixture of both.
He's one of the two. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure.
The Creole people are darker and green eyes, and the Cajun people are a little bit lighter and green eyes. So the whole Cajun thing is like they were kind of excommunicated from Canada and they moved down to New Orleans. The joke is that basically, if you're a Cajun, it was French prisoners, and they said we will release you from prison if you marry a French hooker and move to Louisiana.
Oh,
it's just kind of like Australia.
Okay.
Where you're like, but the Cajun people are beautiful people. The language is very French, but it's also Haitian. So you have a mixture of like Haitian and French, like Creole. Is kind of like Haitian. That's where you get your voodoo and like those kind of things. If you ever gone to New Orleans or Louisiana itself, very humid, but also very beautiful. I suggest going out at night, just like I do in Vegas, like during the summer, and enjoying the nightlife because you're gonna have a good time. Like you're gonna have a good time. If you go to a Saints game, the Raiders play the Saints this year. In New Orleans. There's not a date. They don't have the date set up yet, but the Raiders are going to visit the Saints. So. If you have a chance to visit, you like the Raiders, and you're going to travel, I would suggest the Superdome or,
Well, I thought it was kind of cool that he's from there. He signed with the Saints. I think it's
that's a great story. Anytime you could play for the community, especially because they're so tight down there. Like, you don't understand how many, Louisiana is just like Alabama, like LSU and all those schools it's football. It's football. You know what I mean? The South is football. They still have that mentality of like Friday Night Lights, and when you get kids from like California and stuff, they tend to have like more things going on in their life, and these kids were raised on football in the South, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's a cool story. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks, Luke. Appreciate you, man. Guys, check out dadstribe.com. Guys, take care of yourselves. Run in Vegas. Have a good day.